The fitness industry has been interesting in terms of its inconsistency with growth over the last 10 to 20 years. The fitness industry seemed to be struggling a little bit in the early 2000s to late 2000s. However, over the past 5 years in particular, it has experienced 7.5% growth year on year. This is partly due to an increase in 24/7 gyms in the early 2010s, which meant that there was more access to gyms for people that worked outside of business hours and led to an increase in the growth of the fitness industry originally. And in more recent times, a transfer over to more group classes has continued that growth, going strongly into the late teens of the 2000s. These later years has been confirmed by the latest trends in 2018 being high-intensity interval training, group exercise training, and wearable technology as the top three trends of 2018 in the fitness industry. These trends are backed up by recent businesses that have been booming in the fitness industry over the last 4 or 5 years. These businesses include F45 Training, which is a high-intensity interval training group exercise class, Orange Theory, which works on a similar theory, however, not as high intensity, more of a prolonged period of time, as well as other boutique group exercise training classes. Due to the fitness industry having so many different types of training and different products on the market, I'm going to concentrate on the number one trend in the fitness industry, which is HIIT training. HIIT training is high-intensity interval training. So they work at a high intensity for a certain period of time and then drop their intensity for the next shorter period of time before going again for another period of time. The target market for HIIT training centres is usually 25 to 45-year-old males and females. This market is chosen because it is a fast-paced workout that's over and done with quickly and fits in with the time-poor community, which fits into that age bracket. Due to this demographic being so tech-savvy, most HIIT training centres have had to implement some sort of technology to ensure people book into classes, purchase products, or monitor their results. I feel as though the best way to get to these customers is through a HIIT training centre and on the technological side of their proceedings. After working in a HIIT training centre for years, I've come up with a few different product ideas that I think will help the target demographic to succeed in what they are trying to do, which is get results. The first idea that will help in not only HIIT centres, but gyms all across the world is an assisted chin-up machine. The assisted chin-up machine would be a weighted machine that can either add weight to your body weight or reduce the weight of your body weight to enable you to do a chin-up successfully. Chin-ups are one of the hardest exercises that we see done in HIIT training as people struggle to pull their body weight up above where they are due to the gravity. There's a similar machine called the Alta-G, which is used to reduce the weight of people coming back from knee reconstructions and other lower body injuries that would be ideal to use for the technology to encase in this machine. This machine would not only hit the target market that we're talking about, but it would also have an impact on other gyms around the world. The one fallback of it is that there are other options to reduce the weight and increase the weight of people already. So the cost of the machine may be a factor that turns people off it. My second idea is to create an app called F45 Training Life. This app would bring all the different technology that F45 Training uses in day-to-day runnings into one to give it a user-friendly app that is a one-stop shop for everything. This app would include the booking system, tracking their heart rate monitor results, as well as the F45 Challenge meal plans and shopping lists, as well as the ability to interact with their trainers at their chosen studio. This could be classed as a bundled product as it brings all of F45's different technologies together to form one super app. For the assisted chin-up machine, there's not likely to be a high market demand as there are similar products without the high technology that can do a very similar thing in terms of helping clients out with adding weight onto their body or taking weight off their body to enable a chin-up. So I feel that the high cost in terms of the production and the selling of the product would far outweigh the benefits that fitness centres would see in the product. However, I feel the product 2, the F45 Life app, will give F45 a competitive market advantage against some of its competitors. Other competitors are currently using wearable heart rate monitors such as Orange Theory, which works on the theory of trying to work in the orange zone, which is the optimal fat burning heart rate, for up to 12 to 15 minutes out of every 60-minute workout. Other small high-intensity interval training studios are also using TV screens to display their different workouts on the screens in front of the class, which is also something that F45 chooses to do as well. However, there's no current exercise that brings all of those things together where you can wear a heart rate monitor, track the results, as well as do all the day-to-day things that you need to do, like booking into classes, as well as your healthy eating plan and your tracking system on top of that. So I feel like this isn't something that only F45 can choose to adapt, but I feel it's something that will grow in the fitness industry so that everyone will start using it in order to get the results that they want. Because the main thing that people want when they buy a gym membership is to get the results that they're paying for. The next step would be to get this product into F45s across the world, with over 400 studios currently open and over 100 on the waiting list to open in F45 territories. This would be a good starting point to open up the market, which would then enable F45 to create partnerships and sell products based on their partners within the app. Because the app won't be something that is purchased, rather it will be downloaded by F45 members, the revenue raised from the app will have to come from the partners and the selling of the products, which will have to be organised with F45. It would be in F45's best interest to attract partnerships that add to their experience and add to the healthy lifestyle that they're trying to produce in order to sell those products to their members. In a study that included over 1,000 F45 members, it was concluded that over 80% of people had it in their top 3 reasons that the technological advancements of F45 training was the main reason that they joined. By adding F45 Live, this will only further enhance that technological side of things and make it so much easier for everyone to achieve the goals that they are trying to achieve. Needless to say, I think the positives of the F45 Life app far outweigh that of the chin-up assisted machine. So this is the product that I'm going to choose to do my product pitch on. Hey you, look down. Look at your phone. How many apps have you got? If you're organised, you might have them in folders. Open up just a few of those folders. If you're unorganised, like me, you might have screens and screens and screens of apps that you barely use. Do you go to a gym? Do they have an app? Maybe they have 3 or 4. Maybe there's an app where you book in. Maybe there's an app where you see the exercises. Maybe there's an app that has the eating plan. Maybe there's an app that tracks your results. Don't you just wish there was one app that could have all of this incorporated into one? Well, we're introducing to you F45 Training Life. This one-stop shop will have everything you need for your F45 training experience. It starts from the day dot when you download the app and purchase your 7-day free trial. This will let the trainers know that you're coming in for your first day and they'll greet you at the door, if not beforehand. Imagine being able to book into a class, having your avatar show up on the station that you've booked into and lead you around the class. Booking classes will be an ease. Just a click of a button books you straight into that class that you want to go to, whether you're a 5:15 a.m. or a 7:15 p.m. Make up your mind, click the button and book yourself in. Stuck in traffic? That's cool, no worries. Just flick your trainer a message, they'll receive it on their side of the app, and they'll know that you're still coming, but you're just running 5 or 10 minutes late. You want to know how today's workout compared to last Thursday's workout? We can do that too, with tracking of your Lionheart heart rate monitor results, week in, week out, month to month, year to year, all year round. And the best thing about F45 Life is bringing the F45 Challenge app into the Life app. You'll get your meal plans every day of the year. You'll get your shopping list every week, and it makes it so much easier to track your workout as you wear your Lionheart and it ticks off your workout automatically. How much simpler can we make it to train at an F45 gym. With over 80% of our members stating that technology is one of the main reasons they joined, why not? Let's bring the F45 training app to life.